Hi, I've got a winter sowing tutorial on how to sow red onion seeds. Now, these are my seeds that I got from a red onion that I put in the ground last season. And you don't get red onion seeds until the second year. But because this was an actual onion that I had, it was in my kitchen growing a big green sprout, and instead of throwing it out or eating it, I decided to garden it. So the first year was the year that turned it into the big red onion, and then I put it in the ground, and that became the second year. So there were these just gorgeous, huge seed pods that grew like 3 feet stems out of it. I think I have some pictures in the winter sowing group, or if I get any more this year, I'll do a video on it. They were just gorgeous. So I harvested quite a few seeds, and this is the first time I'm actually planting winter sowing red onions from my own seeds. Now this is February 13th, 2017, and there are lots of ways you can do it, but I'm going to do 6 holes with 2 seeds in each hole. Now you could just sprinkle. This is one that you could get away with sprinkling rather than placing specific seeds, because it's going to be such a thin, narrow sprout, you could actually fit 6 or more of those in here. And I might even experiment and do one with just broadcasting seeds all over and see how that turns out. But I like it, for easy transplant and for having the roots not tangled. I like to place my seeds specifically. So I'm going to do 6 holes. And again, this is a ½ gallon, and I rarely would do that many seeds in a ½ gallon. This is like a milk or a juice jug, a lemonade jug. So you'd be fine putting 1 seed in each hole. But since I have the seeds, and just for backup, I'm going to put 2 seeds in each hole. And here's what they look like when I saved them. Let's see, there we go. Oh, my hands are wet so they won't show up. Good sized seeds. They can go any which direction. So, I'm just going to grab 2 seeds and drop them in the hole. I'm not going to do the whole thing while I'm on video, but let me do one more. 2 seeds in the hole. And you can either just cover them lightly with the soil, not very deep at all, or also I like to spray it. I've already the soil was wet when it went in, and I soaked it by spraying it before I made the holes and put the seeds in it, and now you're going to see me soak it again. And sometimes just the spraying alone for these little seeds actually fills the hole right in, and you don't even need to fill it. See, those 2 kind of self-filled themselves. So that's redundant, but you know what I mean. So I've got 4 empty holes left, and I'm going to fill the rest of these seeds in there, 2 in each hole. But experiment with it, because they're going to be like horsehairs. I mean, really thin, and they're not going to be that crowded at all. And they're easy to separate. You'll just take this whole jug out. You could either take the whole container out and transplant the 6 onions, or 6 or 12, how many seeds pop up, into your container or in ground or in your raised bed exactly as it is in a big lump. Or you could chunk it out and maybe do halves or quarters. Or you can go in with a fork or your hand or a little scoop and pull out the one, transplant it. Pull out the one, transplant it, like that. They're pretty versatile, and they'll do really well. But you're not looking for a big, thick, oniony type seedling. It's going to be small. So don't think that it's failed or that you didn't do a good job and, oh, it looks too thin. And the same thing with evergreen bunching onions. They look like horsehairs too, just little thin, straggly little green things. These will probably be little red things. So anyway, give red onions a try for your winter sowing, and make sure you do the green bunching evergreen onions for winter sowing. Fantastic outcome. My green bunching onions last year grew almost 3 feet tall, and the white bulbs on the bottom were like this thick, and the greens were really thick, and I kept eating and freezing and cutting the greens, like the whole 3 feet of them. So they do really well. Winter sowing red onions from seed. It's a really fun thing to do. I will see you on the next video. Go down in the comment section and let us know, do you winter sow onions? If so, do you do bulb onions, green onions, spring onions, bunching onions? What has been most successful for you? Okay, really appreciate your feedback. A thumbs up is always appreciated. It lets me know that I'm on track and doing something that you enjoy, and I love reading your comments. I read every one, even if I don't always respond back. I'm getting to the point where I could be sitting here 24/7 answering comments, and I just can't do it. But I try really hard to do as many as I can. So I appreciate you so much, sending you much love from my garden to yours. Bye.